Hey, it's CryptoBo, and today I'm going to teach you how to go from 0 to 1 in terms of setting up yourself for DeFi, how to get involved in Web3, and all the tools that you should need, at least at a basic level, to get you interacting with Web3 and, the crypto metaverse, as they say. So, first thing that we're going to do is go and download Brave browser. I already have it downloaded, but basically, you're going to go to brave.com. You can search however you want, download Brave, install that, and it'll give you like the little welcome tour, which you can skip if you want to. But you can import your bookmarks from other browsers and everything like that. And then, it tells you about how safe and sound it's going to be. Then we're going to start setting up Brave rewards. And what Brave rewards are is Brave will natively block a lot of the ads that you get on the internet. In fact, if you use Brave, you're basically never going to see a YouTube ad, which is pretty sick. I mean, obviously bad for me because I make money on YouTube ads, but you know what? I'd rather you not sit through ads than make a bunch of money, whatever. So you turn on ads, the Brave ads, which will look like this. It'll be in this screen, and maybe it'll be like a ad for crypto.com or maybe some service that's actually interesting. But you turn on the ads, it'll be served to you like on a regular basis. You can turn on or off auto contribute. So auto contribute will go to the sites that you go to most, and it'll just send them your BAT tokens that you're earning over the course of your, the time that you're using it. Look, I've already estimated to have earned, this is about, 7 cents? No, this is almost a cent, a little bit more than 0.5 cents because the BAT token is itself worth a little bit more than $1. About a cent is what I've earned so far. But I'm going to turn off auto contribute, so all of that will go to the wallet that I set up. And you can either set it up through Uphold or Gemini if you already have an account. I would suggest setting it up through Gemini because I like Gemini. It's actually one of my favorite crypto fiat gateways. Gemini is a pretty good service. If you haven't already signed up, you can get a $10 sign up bonus for clicking the link in the description. But you would basically just link it to your Gemini account. But then after that, you're done. Okay, you can start browsing. One other thing I would say that you want to do is go to settings and make this your default browser. Second, if you're on Mac, that may be a little bit more of an involved process than just clicking that, which I'm doing on Windows. You can change where you want to start every time you set it up. You want to go down to search engine. And look, the Brave search is getting better, and maybe over time it's going to be good. Same with DuckDuckGo. I appreciate the privacy preserving aspects of it, but none of them function to me as well as Google, which kind of sucks. But yeah, Google, having this default to Brave search just sucks most of the time. And so being able to type in URL bar, and actually get it to go to Google is something I think is just a nice little quality of life upgrade. So from here, you want to get your Web3 wallet, and you can use the Brave wallet, set a password and everything like that. But Brave Wallet isn't integrated in the same way that a lot of other wallets are, and so I'd suggest still using MetaMask. Not least of which because MetaMask will likely have a airdrop of its token this year, so this is a way to just sort of make money. You're going to install it as an extension, add to Brave, add extension. Okay, so now MetaMask is added, and it's going to exist right here. You can open up your MetaMask like this. Okay, we're going to get started. And you can do either of these. You can say create a wallet, and you'll have to keep your keys and everything like that in a very specific place. And or you can import your wallet if you already have one. I'm not going to do that right now because that's set up on my other computer. And so I'm just going to start a new one. I'm going to assume that you haven't, if you've already gone through that process, you already have your recovery free phrases written down, then you're going to be able to just input them there. But if you want to just create a new one, then start a new password. I have a whole dedicated video on how to create secure passwords, but basically just write down a long sentence, maybe mix in some capital letters and numbers and whatever, but length is better than complexity.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
And there's some math that sits behind that. Your secret recovery phrase is going to be behind here. You want to write that down because this is going to be the way to recover your wallet in the case of a catastrophic breakdown. I'm actually going to stop the recording here and write this down myself, and then we'll go back into it. Okay, after you've written down your secret phrase, it will then ask you to verify that secret phrase on screen, and then here it gives you some tips on how to back it up. Okay, and now I have a zero balance account. Now, this is purely a web wallet, and it's gonna, you can sign transactions and everything like that, but I would not suggest keeping a lot of money in a web wallet like this. You could maybe use it for easy things, maybe if you just want to interact with the service and you're not keeping a lot of value on there, but at the end of the day, this is a hot wallet, and someone who has access to your computer could theoretically steal all the Ethereum that is sitting in there if they know your password. Like, always assume that your computer is hacked and that it is insecure. If you assume that your computer is always insecure, then you need to take precautions such that even in an insecure environment, your funds will still be safe. And this is like sort of the responsibility of self-custody. And so to that end, what you want to do is get a hardware wallet and connect that hardware wallet. And so you can connect all types of, like, I am a big fan of Trezor personally. I have not used the Lattice one, although I hear good things about it. Ledger, I don't like that they have closed sourced firmware, but they've so far been like a very reputable security provider in the space, and so like Ledger is a great option as well. And then QR based wallets are things like Elipal and, more importantly, like Keystone. And the Keystone is a much better device than the Elipal, but they're like theoretically air gapped. There's ways to use it, but I want to connect a Trezor device to this. Actually, I have my Trezor right here, and I'm going to plug this in. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to allow this Chrome extension to read the public keys. And I'm going to export the public keys. Then you're going to enter your PIN. And if you have a passphrase, you would enter it here to unlock your like secret wallets, or the wallets that have, I think, more like your more cold storage wallets. It's just like an added layer of security, but you don't even need a passphrase to secure everything in your wallet. You can have accounts which are not password required. And so I'm going to import this account, which actually has money on it. And here we go. Here's my Trezor with some basic stuff, just a little bit of playing around money here and there. Not a ton of assets, but some assets. Now, this MetaMask is not like the easiest way to track your portfolio. It's usually going to exist in an extension like this, and it only tells you the value of your Ethereum itself up here in USD terms. But if you want to track your entire portfolio, you're going to have to use another service, something like Zapper.fi. And I love Zapper, honestly. I'm going to connect this wallet. And hey, would you look at that? It shows me my net worth. Does not show the worth of my NFTs, which are just my ENS names. You can see botroxclo.eth is resolving to this address already. You can make it, those are the only NFTs I had. If you had more NFTs, it could also import and give your net worth in the value of not only your tokens, but also your NFTs. And so that might be worth something to look into if you want to do that. Now, one thing that I don't like about Zapper is that it doesn't show you the percent change per day of each of these tokens. So for that, Zerion.io is really good. And again, all these are doing is reading the publicly available account details of your account. So you're never having, with these, as long as you're not doing any of these like swaps or pools, yeah, for that, you're going to have to sign transactions with your Trezor. But if all you want to do is track sort of where, how much your portfolio is worth, what the percent change per day is, then you're only going to need it to read the public key rather than sign anything with a private key. Okay. And it thinks I have no assets for some reason. Don't know what's going on there. Regardless, well, apparently I have no assets, but this is what it would look like if I did have assets. So some of the other cool features of Zapper.fi is they have this quest system. So you can, for doing each of these different things, you get experience and V, which will cost money to transfer to your to your actual account. Right now, it's just sort of pending an escrow because it costs money to transfer these sorts of things. But we'll see if that has any added functionality. Again, not a lot of this is going to be useful on the Ethereum mainnet because transaction fees are so high. And one of the other things that's interesting is it'll show you where Ethereum transaction fees are at current time. So you compare this with the Etherscan gas tracker, which is here, which is a good way to decide what your gas limit should be if you're trying to make a transaction in the in the recent or in the very near future. But you can get a sense just having this up on your desktop of what the transaction fees are going to look like, and as you get more accustomed to translating what 82 Gwei means in terms of dollar value, you can start to just like sort of have it up, be doing other things, see that the gas prices dropped, and then maybe like time some transactions for that. But if you want to do these things, the better way to do it is on a layer 2. So this is integrated with Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum. Those are on all Ethereum layer 2s where you're going to get much better transaction fees for trying to do anything. So for instance, you can use Dharma Wallet, which, go watch our review of it, sign up, link in the description. You can get $100 worth of free ETH with Dharma Wallet, and you can buy Ethereum with your US bank account and deposit it directly onto the Polygon chain. You can send it to your MetaMask that is then secured by Trezor, and then you can switch your network down here to, say, the Polygon network. It'll ask you to add the Polygon network details so that it can see what your wallet looks like on the Polygon network. And then you can transact on the Polygon network for, less than a cent, right? And so if you're going to do any of these pooling things, these are the pools available on Polygon. Here is the yield accounts available on Polygon and the different assets. So these lists will expand in the near future as more and more projects migrate over to Polygon. But yeah, you can earn 4% on your DAI. And I know that that's not great compared to other places where you can do it, but you can do it for 0.1 cent, or for 1.6 cents, as opposed to on the Ethereum mainnet where it's going to cost you $50 to $100 just to lock things up in DeFi. And so you can deposit it, take it out, that costs you 3 cents, and then you can also, get this quest. Add, remove liquidity, you can get the earn interest quest, you can get the exchange quest, and then all those can be ported back to the Ethereum mainnet if you need to. Again, anytime you're porting something back to the mainnet, it's going to cost you money, so staying in the Polygon ecosystem is going to be something that's positive in the near future. But that's my guide of how to set up. Like at this point, I'm ready to do Web3 shit. I could go to Aave, I could go to Uniswap, I can do all kinds of things, and I have custody of my assets, I have security through my hardware wallet, and I have functionality through MetaMask. I'm going to be making a lot more guides like this, so please like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I make a new tutorial like this. Thanks, y'all.